Afternoon, everybody. This is Jeff from Rust Bucket Valley Garage. Want to take and give you an update. This is part 8, fixing the Honda Civic. This whole area was crashed in really bad. We had to really take a lot of structure out of this, but you can see here that we maintained the frame rail. Their only damage is right here on the frame rail end. This should be straight. I'm going to show you in a minute how we're going to straighten that out. It's not bad enough to put on the frame machine. Okay, so we can take and just use the low capacity puller. Generally, when you take and put something on a frame machine, you're using about 6 tons of pressure to take and move things. This is about a 2-ton job. In the meantime, taking all this stuff out of here and everything, we got rid of all that. It's just cluttering up the shop. We had to take and gut the car out. We have been over here. We've been trimming the sacrificial quarter panel that we received from the recycling center, and it's just about ready to go in. The frame rail right here that goes onto this piece right here should be flat, and it's not. You can see it's rolled back. So some time ago we needed something to take and pull just low capacity, so we actually made this tool. This tool is really cool. It's basically a pair of vice grips with a chain and a hook welded on it. So for low capacity pulls, we can take and do that. Whenever you're doing a pulling operation, you never stand right behind it, just in case it flies off. It will hurt you, and it will hurt you bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that set up, and we will show you how this gets straightened out. And we do not put any heat on this. This is a high strength alloy rail, so we want to do this cold. So this should come right out. Okay, so let me set it up and be right back with you. So what we've done here is we found a hole in the frame rail here that will take our hook. You have to be really careful not to elongate those holes because it weakens the frame rail. For light duty pulling, they're okay. That's generally one of the holes that they use for transportation. So yeah, there's a little bit of strength there. It's reinforced. It's got a gusset around it and everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and just gently give this a tug and see what happens. Okay. Okay, it is moving a little bit. Okay, and it also slipped, so we have to take and reset that. Okay, so what we decided to do is we came from a different angle, and this needs to take and move toward us a little bit. So we'll go ahead and pull that puppy over. Okay, and it is. So we over pull it just a little bit, and that is coming out real sweet right there. Okay, so that is that area right there where the pull is being applied right now is actually straight. Okay, so let me go ahead and move it up a little bit, and we'll straighten that out as well. Okay, so we've moved the grapple clamp about 1.5 inches. Okay, and this area is still bent, so let's go ahead and we're rolling this on over. You can hear the car making all kind of unusual sounds because it doesn't like what I'm doing to it, which is absolutely fine. and the area where we are right now is straight. So let's go ahead and move up a little bit more. Okay, so we repositioned the hook and we moved it up about another 2 inches or so, and we are moving this over just the slightest bit. And this is coming over very nicely. Okay. So there's an area that is right here that is folded just a little bit, and unfortunately I can't get the grappling hook on there. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to take the slide hammer, and we're going to start here with the slide hammer, and then we're going to take and hammer that here, and it's a nice fold right here, so we might wind up pulling this top ear just a little bit more. But let me go ahead and get the grapple out of here, and then I will bring the slide hammer and we will take and move that over just a little bit. Okay, so what we did is we took the slide hammer and put this in here, and we just pulled this back just a little bit to take and give us some access where we can take and put the grapple back on there. Okay, so we're ready to pull a little bit more. And that area there is over pulled just the slightest bit, so we're going to have to take and straighten it out just a little bit. A couple of taps with the hammer should be okay. We're going to take this area right here and we're going to pull that over just a little bit more. We need to take the vice grip and move it up in this area here, and then we'll go ahead and give that a tug, and then this ear right here is actually folded down, okay, because we've got a nice wrinkle right here. So what we need to do is we need to grab the top of that and we need to pull it up. Okay, let me reposition, be back with you. Okay, so here we are, we've repositioned, and we'll go ahead and give this a little bit of tug. You know, some pulling from underneath now. Okay, and this piece is coming over very nicely, and we want to get it so it's almost straight. A little bit more. Okay, that looks pretty good right there. Okay, next thing we want to do is we want to take and pull on top of this, pull it up to get that wrinkle out of there, so this will be smooth. Okay, so let me reposition that, be back with you. Okay, for this light duty pull, we found a piece of substantial structure that's up in the top of the car, and we put a chain on that, and we just need a little bit of pressure to take that one kink out of there, and it should come right out. And that is coming out. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the slide hammer and we're going to help that the rest of the way to come out, and it should be good. Okay, maybe get it one or two more. All right. Loud noises. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get the slide hammer and we'll get that on there, get it straightened out. Okay, so what we did here is we had a fold here. Okay, so the fold is gone now. Now there's just a wrinkle here. So we're almost there. This is supposed to come down like this and then swoop and then go straight down here. So we just got to straighten out this little corner right here, okay, and we'll be good. Basically what I did is I put the vice grips with the chain on it, and I set up a couple of blocks inside, and I used a pry bar just to take and exert upward force on this, and it straightened it out considerably. So I really don't want to put any heat on this, okay? This is kind of a sensitive area. So we're almost there. So it's worked just a little bit more on it. All right, here we go, we're back. Okay, turns out that this whole end of the frame rail was actually rolled in about 3/16 of an inch. So now it's nice and square. Okay, we had to take and heat this area up right here just a little bit. We used a propane torch, so we just got it black heat color, which is not red heat color. Red heat color, depending on the color of the metal, it will tell you how hot it is. Because if you get black heat, it's right around 800 degrees or so. Red heat is around 1200. Kind of a yellowish heat is about 15 to 1800. So that's where you get your weakness in your metals. So we can go ahead and call this one straight. So we're continuing to take and trim on the vehicle, and also on the car just a little bit. So just wanted to take and bring you along as taking straighten this frame rail out today. So evidently when the tire, which is on here, got hit, and this quarter panel got pushed in, it took this whole assembly and moved it forward with the wheel on it into the side of the wheelhouse and bent this bracket here. So that's been straightened out. Of course it wiped out the quarter panel, but it took and bent the end of the frame rail, so the end of the frame rail is straight now. So we can go ahead and get some primer on there and get it cleaned up, and we still got a little bit more trimming to do on the top, which is in this region right here where the quarter window is. So we have to take and decide exactly where we're going to cut it. It might be like about right here, so that'll be good. So and then we'll have the new section ready to take and do a test fit in about a week here. So come on back then. We'd love to have you. Please hit notify and like, and you will be the first one to know when there is new content that I put up. Thank you very much for coming along for the ride. Hope you have a great day. See you next time.